G'day everyone, my name is Daniel O'Grady and welcome to another Wasabicars video, and this is a bit of a special video. This is the video that all questions have been provided by people on the Wasabicars Facebook page, so thank you everyone. There's been quite a few. I've got a few pages to get through, guys, so I better get started. But before I start, I've got to take care of some business. And what am I drinking? It's Thursday night, and so I think it's okay for me to have a drink. What have I got? Tories Highball. There you go, guys. Now some of you have asked about what this is, and now it's not to obscure my drink. It's called a stubby holder. It's what we have in Australia, made of wetsuit, as in the surf, in the swimming, and a wetsuit material. And this one's a fat Aussie bastard one, and the purpose is to keep this cool and keep my hand dry. Yeah, there you go. Some culture tips. Anyway, guys, let's get into this. And what else do I want to say? Oh, everyone on YouTube, if you are not a fan or if you're not a liker of the Facebook page, please jump over. I post pictures every day, or I try to, and sort of, you know, in between videos, you know, get your Wasabicars fix. Looks like someone's asking me immediately, right this second, about the what's going to be on this video. Anyway, guys, let's check it out. So first up, we've got a comment from, and I'm going to get names wrong, sincere apologies, guys, Lucas Spook McClellan. His question is Mazda Bongo. So I saw a Mazda Bongo, and where did I see that? I saw that at the Mazda Museum. I didn't get any photos of it, actually. I just got a photo because it was behind a Mazda R100. Sorry about that. But other than that, I've never seen one in Japan, guys. If I see one, I'll take photos of it. And that reminds me, when I was living in Papua New Guinea, so back in 1981, my dad was in the army, so we all moved to Papua New Guinea for 2 years. And a neighbour, they had a Mazda Bongo. And so every now and then they took us to and from school in this Bongo. So that was my real life experience with the Bongo. And I think I just want to say Bongo a lot. Bongo. Next, Coty, C-O-T-Y Day, Coty Day. What's the most interesting American car you've seen over there? Definitely, without a doubt, the most interesting American car I saw is not the 1970.5 Z28 Camaro that I always post. The most interesting American car I've ever seen while in Japan. Oops, haven't had a drink yet. Cheers. Oh, so nice. Is a 1967 Chrysler Imperial Crown Coupe. The person who owns it, he gave me a call and said, hey, come over and check out my latest acquisition. Damn, the thing is amazing, blew me away. I made a video of it, do check it out. Mr. Day, thank you so much for your question. Yeah, amazing. Guys, pages. Matt Bobo Keepens. I think you should take me on a tour when I go to Japan. I'd love to see the full side of the car scene and actually see what's out there. I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I got responsibilities, I got kids, I got a wife, I got a full-time job, and I've got to make videos for everyone. But if I can, I'm happy to give you some tips. Absolutely. And just thought I'd add this. There is an original 240Z sitting in the front yard near where I live, and it's just slowly dying. Ouch, that sounds like a Wasabicar target. I'd be onto that. I've been to this house a few times and told him I'd buy it just to save the car's life before it has gone too far, but he just tells me to go away. I can't stand people who let such rare cars go to waste. That is a shame. It's been there for so long. The whole front of the car is covered in vines. I have seen that before, actually. When I went to Matsuyama in the center of Japan, there was a 240 or 260, just right now I forget, covered in vines. Poor thing. I'll get some photos to you. Yes, please. Thank you very much, Matt. I would love to see that. Please post it onto the Facebook page. Thank you. Trent Phillips. First, I'd like to say You do an awesome job with your car spotting. Thank you very much. As an owner of a first-gen Mazda RX-7, I wondered if they are scarce in Japan, as I have only seen 2 in your videos. Hell yeah, they're scarce in Japan. White, sorry-looking Series 2 and an original green Series 1. I'd love to see more if I ever come across some. Cheers from Trent Phillips. Yes, Trent, thank you. Yeah, I saw one at the Mazda Museum, which was, of course, in spectacular condition. And I saw a white one that was in horrendous condition. Oh, the one you mentioned, but also another one. Just absolutely rusted out. Looked very original, but just with the added rust and general decay. Very, very sad. And I saw one at a car show just recently, so that was good. I mean, they are, for me, yeah, very scarce. I mean, in Japan, I have seen 5 in 11 years, so that's scarce, man. Trent, thank you so much. Nick Halpin, R100. Yeah, I saw one at the Mazda Museum, and have you seen it yourself? Of course, spectacular condition. I mean, it's just amazing. As for in the wild, no, never seen one in the wild. Just one at the Mazda Museum. So naturally, if I ever see one at a car show, I'll be snapping pictures. I did see a couple of wagons of that though. Not a rotary coupe, but anyway. Next, time for a drink. Guys, why don't you run to the fridge, grab a drink yourself, and share a drink with me as I do this. That'll be good. Just thanks for watching too, guys. I mean, I want to have more input from you guys into the show. You know, I'm thinking like, should I have like some Skype calls and get people on and talk to you, or so far I just sort of make videos and pump them out, and you know, you watch it sort of passively. But I sort of want to get more you guys into it more. There you go, from Darren O'Neill. Dude, you're live. Ah, holy shit. Darren O'Neill, you're live on Wasabicars. Sorry, link that. I don't know what that means, Darren. I gotta check later. Anyway, Honda Ye Bro. Have you seen a Mazda Capella RX-2, RX-3 in Japan? Videos would be great. Wow. I saw a Capella and it was in shite condition. 4-door, there was truck tires on the hood, it had an RE badge on the front grille, original hubcaps, I believe. That was the only Capella RX-2 I have ever seen in Japan in 11 years. Have not seen any 2-door, 4-door, never. Just that 4-door, sorry, just the 4-door. RX-3s, yeah, I'm beginning to see more and more. So at car shows, I'm really beginning to see more. But I'll tell you what, a year ago, I was not seeing any. But just, I'm beginning to see some more RX-3s. So, yeah, I'll try to post more videos of those. Now here's a name I'm going to struggle with, and you've been on the Facebook page quite a bit, and I'm much appreciated. Voisin, V-O-I-S-I-N, Tatra, T-A-T-R-A. Apologies if I got that wrong. Anything pre-war? Good question. I hear stories about lots of cars being crushed for the war effort, and it seems that very few exist from that period. Thank you so much. Pre-war. You know, possibly 10 years ago I was at the Fukuoka City Museum, and at that time I was very much into Japanese history, like samurai sort of history, and more on that later. And so I was there looking at Fukuoka Castle exhibition or something like that. And there was a car in the corner, and I thought, well, what the hell, why is there a car in the corner? You know, it's sort of folk history and farming implements, and there's a car. That's odd. And I did a bit of research today, actually, and that is an Arrow. They made only one of them, and it was built in 1916. 1916! From memory, it's got about a 1-litre engine, and I don't think I'm able to get photos of it. You know, museums are very precious about where you can take photos, and you know, ultraviolet does wreck or does damage some items in some museums, or you know, works of art. I don't think I can ever get a photo of it. I'm struggling, guys. Yeah, but I did see it with my own eyes, and I can't share a photo with you. I don't think I ever will. But yeah, from 1916, that is massively pre-war. I post another one. So that's pretty cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, and as I said, you always jump on the page. Thank you so much. George Guzman. Questions about Japanese language. Can you speak it fluently? No! If so, sorry. How long did it take for you to refine your skills? Oh, man, this has gone straight to me. Currently, I'm visiting a free site that teaches some of the basics, but I'm not sure if it is going to be enough. Maybe it will be, but it's going to take a long time. Plus, I really don't have anyone to correct my pronunciation. Easy. Can you speak it fluently? No. How long did it take? Well, look, living in Japan, I'm able to pick up lots of Japanese at work. You know, people I work with, my wife and kids. But actually, before coming to Japan, I studied a bit. And in Japan, I did a distance education course with a university in Australia. So that gave me the fundamentals. But, you know, I can pick up Japanese day to day. I don't watch TV, I should. That would be a good place for me to catch Japanese. And the Japanese that I'm learning is very local, very dialect, very casual, very everyday. Japan is a society of levels. Politeness, levels, very, very strict. What I'm learning is informal. And I'm sort of uncomfortable to use it with superiors, you know, so I am not the person to speak to about Japanese language. I'm a failed student. I speak English. It's a long story, but I'm a frozen gaijin, guys. Yeah. Pronunciation is easy. Easy because you can, learning another language, bring in your accent. You know, there's a guy from who I know, I won't mention his name, he's from England, and he doesn't say Hakata. Hakata is a town in Fukuoka. He doesn't say Hakata, he says Haka'a. Haka'a. You know, like it's, he's back in England. What's he saying Haka'a for? It's Hakata. Or, I've known some Americans who have a very strong sounding ah, but there is no ah in Japan. You know, it's not Hakata, it's Hakata. And sorry, that was not an American accent attempt by me. But you know, they say ah. There is no ah. So my recommendation for pronunciation is if it's a I U E O kaki ku ke ko sa shi su se so, just say that. Just say ha. Hakata, Hakata. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. Don't say arigato. It's not that. It's arigato gozaimasu. Pronounce it like that. A, I, U, E, O, kaki, ku, ke, ko. Blah, 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 blah. You're done. That's it. Screw that. Done. Finished. Don't be bringing in haka'a. Don't do that. Sorry, was I coming off a bit strong there? I'm an aggressive, obnoxious drunk. Manny Madrill, what do you drive? This is another question that appears later. Oh wow. Boring. It's a Suzuki Wagon R from like 2011, 2012, I'm not sure, but it's a recent-ish, late-ish model Wagon R. It's a commuting car. I travel very far to work. I travel 60 kilometers round trip a day, and I need something efficient. Sadly, I mean, I have dreams, but that's for another video. Eugene Goldishkin's pronunciation. What is the most imported car from America? Well, what car do I see a lot from America? Well, I mean, I'm in country Saga Prefecture. I'm lucky to see any American car, but I will say late model Chrysler sedans and wagons. I don't even know the names, you know, but Chrysler sedans and wagons, you know, whether it's the 300C or whether it's the Charger or, you know, or the wagon, which is the whatever it is. I think they're brought into Japan a lot. Good. Troy RB Brown. Street driven RB powered S13 and 180 SX Silvias, which I'm gonna put it out here, guys. With some of these questions, you're gonna hear some answers that you don't want to hear. And when it comes to S13s and 180 SXs, I don't give a rat's ass about Silvias. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. They just look boring. They look so boring. I just... But I did see one the other day. I made a video of it. It did look interesting. You know, I like original, unaltered, steel bumpered cars. That's what Wasabicars is to me. Cars with metal bumpers, hopefully in original-ish condition, which is just exactly not what a S13 and 180SX Silvias are, you know. So I'm very sorry. Go to 7 Tune and go... Oh, I mean, Troy, I mean... I'm speaking to the general... Not to you, I'm speaking to generally. You know, everyone can get Silvia pictures at so many, you know, Stance pages and, you know, 7 Tune and so many other pages have those cars, and it's just not what I'm about. Very, very sorry. KU26, hey, back where I, you know, in the Wasabicars area. KU26 Corolla, yes, never seen one. The irony. Marcus Catula, I can't even pronounce the word of the car. Shamans, Daihatsu Shamans. Seen many any? Good question. No. Want to? Yeah. Hey, I always want to see cars I've never seen before. And Wasabicars, Daihatsu, Toyotas, Nissans, Chevys, BMWs, Hondas. I don't care what it is. If I haven't seen it before, I want to see it. If it's got a metal bumper, I love it. Anyone still watching? Dennis Medic. I like your name, man. How did your passion for Japanese cars start? What is the most beautiful prefecture in Japan and Europe? Oh, sweet. Love it. My passion for Japanese cars. Wow. Before coming to Japan, I had zero interest in Japanese cars. I loved Holden. I liked Australian cars. Ford, Chryslers. I loved Australian cars, but number one was Holden. I came to Japan, and for 8 or 9 years, I didn't think about cars. But hey, I liked cars. The cars that I could see were Japanese cars. Consequently, I've gained an appreciation in Japanese cars. That's why I don't like people who comment, oh, Japanese car. Yeah, I was like that, but I just like cars, and the cars that I see are Japanese cars, so that's another reason why Wasabicars is so JDM heavy, but really it's car spotting in Japan. I like cars, so... But yeah, now I've come to appreciate Japanese cars. Some cool styling, and, you know, 4 cylinders doesn't bother me, you know. You know, Weber's strapped to Weber, you know, what do you call them? Mikuni's, you know, bolted on the side. Looks pretty hot to me, you know. Or, you know, 6 cylinders with side draft, carbies, you know, looks good. What's the most beautiful prefecture in Japan in your opinion? Ehime. Shikoku is a smallish island. Shikoku, sort of west of Osaka, east of Kyushu, south of Hiroshima. And in the northwest corner is a place called Ehime. And I was there in November, the 22nd of November 2001. Kevin O'Shea, buddy! Busan Kevin. You live on air, buddy? Kind of. And it was autumn, and it was I was on this crappy little train from Matsuyama City down to Uwajima, and the train line followed I guess a creek, you know, a very small river, and it was just winding, and the leaves were like on fire, orange, red, yellow, and it was, oh, my jaw was dropped, slack-jawed for an hour and a half. It was the most stunning thing I had ever seen. Just amazing. Ehime Prefecture. I love Japanese castles. When I first came to Japan, I was all about Japanese castles. What did you see I'm doing with Wasabicars? I did that with Japanese castles. Japanese Castle Explorer. If you have an interest in Japan, Japanese Castle Explorer. Google it, and you will see essentially Wasabicars minus the video. Japanese Castle Explorer. Ba-bam!